Aloha, Lava Watchers! Welcome back to the Hawaii Volcano Watch Report, Kilauea Edition, your weekly dive into the data and drama of Kilauea Volcano. This past week, Kilauea kept things quiet on the surface. Still, the numbers revealed subtle hints of activity bubbling down below. So let's get to it. Kilauea kept us on our toes with small earthquakes throughout the week, but there was a surprised uptick on Friday, November 1st. Here's the breakdown. On October 28th, we recorded 13 quakes, followed by a slight increase to 16 on October 29th. Things calmed down on October 30th with 11 quakes, then rose to 15 on October 31st. But November 1st took us by surprise with a jump to 38 quakes. The majority of these Friday quakes were actually due to a minor earthquake swarm on the slopes of Kilauea, formerly known as Loihi, an underwater volcano located about 22 miles off the southeast coast of Hawaii Island. For a quick background, Kilauea is Hawaii's youngest volcano, still submerged beneath the ocean surface. It's not part of the main island chain just yet. Still, it's slowly building towards emergence with occasional seismic activity like this. Although most of these quakes were centered at Kilauea, the Hawaii Island's volcanic systems are interconnected, which makes seeing how these regions interact very intriguing. The Middle East Rift Zone, where Kilauea briefly erupted in and near Naupau Crater in mid-September, has mostly stayed quiet since then. Occasional weak steaming has been observed on webcams. Still, sulfur dioxide emissions from the area remain negligible, indicating no significant activity. Still, magma is slowly trickling into the East Rift Zone at a low rate, suggesting ongoing volcanic action beneath the surface that could lead to future eruptions if conditions shift. SO2 emissions from Kilauea summit were last measured at around 60 tons per day in mid-September, which is consistent with non-eruptive conditions. However, data from several monitoring stations give us a more detailed look at Kilauea's gas behavior. The HRSDH station in the Sand Hill area showed regular low-level SO2 fluctuations with occasional spikes reaching up to 0.7 parts per million, particularly on October 10th and October 22nd. These brief peaks hint at a minor sporadic gas release. However, they aren't strong enough to indicate significant magma movement near the surface. In the upper southwest rift zone, the HRCPK station recorded higher SO2 fluctuations with peaks up to 0.8 parts per million on October 10th and average spikes around 0.5 part millions during this period. This higher level of gas release may be connected to deeper volcanic processes, providing us with a bit of insight into the underground activity. Meanwhile, the MG21 KIL station on the south rim of Halemaumau crater displayed steadier but still fluctuating SO2 levels, with peaks reaching 0.3 parts per million on October 22nd and an average of around 0.1 parts per million. This consistent but mild gas output reflects gradual outgassing from magma storage areas beneath the summit. Overall, Kilauea's SO2 emissions remain calm and steady, with no indications of pressure building towards an eruption. Ground deformation data adds another layer to our understanding of what's happening beneath Kilauea. The tilt data from the UW station near the summit showed a flat line along its north-northwest 327-degree axis throughout the week, indicating minimal ground deformation. That suggests that the summit area is stable, with no significant magma movement affecting the surface at this time. On the other hand, the SDH station in the Sand Hill area recorded two distinct trends. The north-northwest 326-degree axis steadily rose until October 20th, after which it leveled off, indicating an initial phase of inflation followed by stabilization. However, the east-northeast 56-degree axis continued to rise steadily, suggesting slow, ongoing inflation likely caused by magma gradually accumulating at depth. This combination of stability in some areas and gradual inflation in others reflects the complex dynamics of Kilauea's volcanic system, where parts of the underground structure are under pressure while others remain unaffected. So, Lava Watchers, here's the rundown. Kilauea keeps things steady with low seismic activity, controlled gas releases, and subtle ground deformation in select areas. All signs point to a calm week ahead, but with Kilauea, you never know. Thanks for joining us in this Hawaii Volcano Watch Report. Be sure to like and subscribe for all your volcanic updates, and we'll see you next Monday. Mahalo for watching, and remember to stay curious, Lava Watchers.